It's opening? Godspeed, driver.
I don't know that I can get up to Godspeed. You and me, Belka. I'm with you! What the hell?
Hoppy! Hoppy!
Did it work? What's the energy output? Damn it, Alan, I'm fine. Light nearly blinded me. Can you read it?
Yeah, let me see. 500 kilojoules? Hoppy, what is this?
The future. I call it limb waves.
I can't remember if we know what that stands for. I want to know what's on this, but nothing. It's just a holdover sort of thing. Okay. Well, that's the diagram that was in the back room of the garage. Oh yeah, they're definitely the souls of the damned, aren't they? Cool. You're beckoning me forward, but I don't think I want to go. I see, that does sound nice. Oh my frickin'! Okay, made me jump. Oh, don't turn into eyes. That's my only request. Right, this now says Arda, but it didn't before. So I reckon that first memory was like from the garage when they invented Lim, and this second one is after Arda took over.
Coffee delivery.
Alan, gosh. Is it that time already?
So, about leaving Arda. I was thinking, about by Christmas.
Yes, maybe. I just need to solve this instability issue. I loathe to think about leaving the Olympic Peninsula like this.
There's always more to do.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I love you for it. I'm just wondering if you'll really be able to walk away from all this. It's okay if you can't.
You abandoned the world to work here beside me. Fair is fair.
Len Tech is a world-changing discovery. Your world-changing discovery. Fairness isn't even a consideration.
We agreed to have children, and I'm not having them in this hellhole.
Good, because I'd love to have 8.
Then I hope you're ready to carry at least half of those yourself.
I love you.
I love you.
That's actually really sweet. I like Alan. Weird lamps. No souls of the damned to ferry me this time. More blackboards. More pulsating spires. Just stacked TVs. Wonder what it means. Oh. And a floating folder. A physical floating folder. A floating folder that can support my weight. Wow, it truly is a magical place, isn't it? Don't turn into eyes, seriously. I'll be very, very upset with you if you turn into eyes, televisions. It's the sort of thing you do. Chest of drawers. Well, I don't think it is. I think it's like a scientific cabinet or a filing cabinet or something. This is long. If I'd known it was this long, I would have kept walking when they were talking. Am I going around in circles now? I feel like I just came past this way. Isn't this where the folder was? No? When you're in the land of TV, everything looks the same. Oh no, no, this is definitely different. Okay. Oh, the whispering's getting louder. Oh, the souls of the damned again. You're going to launch me into the air? I'd really rather you didn't. It was very unpleasant. Oh. What's it saying?
Tobias, the movers are here. Wait, why aren't you packed?
I ain't going.
The evacuation orders...
Evacuation orders can go to hell. We leave, and we never see the inside of these walls again. All the things we've been investigating, the ripple, the echoes from the swamp, they'll all fade away. I'm gonna stay and chase down these stories, wherever they take me.
Tobias,
Stay here. With me.
Oh my god, did you hear that background echo? Stay here. Jeez. I mean, this is weirdly one of the most homely places we've encountered in this entire game. So this seems to be like through time. So like the first one was pre-Arda, the second one was Arda but all in black and white. And now it's like more of a color test type thing. AW. Arda something? So presumably that conversation between Alan and Oppie took place a very long time ago. I mean, obviously, you know, she's 80 now, but still, you know, it must have been relatively early in the Arda timeline. S&F hauling? Oh goody, souls of the damned, you're back. I didn't miss you. Please don't. Just ask me nicely. Oh, goody. Oh, Arda pattern floor. That's what I love. Arda.
you here to quote?
I'm here to deliver the committee's decision. You have been found guilty of doctoring experimental data. This action is in clear violation of Arda's scientific integrity. Judgment has been rendered. You may stay and work, but your clearance will be lowered to level 3.
So I'm to be a glorified flash cleaner.
Take it as a win. You could have been court-martialed instead.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have liked that much better.
What I like has no bearing on this decision. See you on Monday, Dr. Cook.
That's an odd moment to see now, because we know that happened. Like, why are we getting that again? Like, it's interesting to see a conversation. I suppose we knew all of this. Yeah, these are also more modern-looking TVs. Like, it was interesting to see Oppie and Alan, because it's the only time we've ever really heard them interacting. And to be honest, Francis and Tobias was nice as well. Sort of the moment they decided to stay. And by the way, that seems more like Francis stayed for Tobias, not because he had nowhere to go, which was implied earlier. Okay, and again. I'm ready this time! Even more modern. Warning, proceed to meet. Proceed to nearest evacuation point.
Driver, do you read me?
No.
Driver, you passed through some sort of opening. We managed to hold it steady, but the energy expulsion is growing. We don't have much longer.
Okay.
If you can hear this, you need to get back now.
I hear nothing. And then again, I'm without Belka.
Hey, look, that gang's back
I knew
together.
it!
Tobias?
I never told you how grateful I was that you stayed behind in the zone with me. These years, best of my life. Foraging for mushrooms, slogging through swamplands, combing through hours and hours of terrible field recordings. Not a single moment wasted. Thank you. For everything.
It was all you. You made me feel capable. That anything was possible. That I wasn't some second-rate scientist. All my happiness was thanks to you. And I'm afraid of how I'll survive without you.
I'm not. You got this. You always have. Hey, Oppie. Alan sends his regards. He wants to know why you haven't taken his advice yet.
Okay, well, he's not as alive as I thought he was.
Driver. Is that a gun for a Danish? No, I'll be damned. Bye. Until next time.
Tobias? Tobias!
Driver, if you can hear this, we can't keep the well stable for much longer. Wherever you are, come back.
What a that was a weird thing. It's just like, oh yes, I'm going to the afterlife. Bye. It's just very sort of weird and out of place. Okay. Alright, I need to get back to Belka. Belka must still exist because he saw the thing on the dash. I was expecting an achievement for that, by the way, because there are 2 unknown achievements. And I was expecting one to be like get to the well and the other like take the memoriam to... Oh, wow. It's like... Oh, am I like climbing down into the well? Oh, I see. Yeah, I was expecting the second one to be like, take Tobias's memoriam to the well. But, you know, that would have been the time to give me the achievement for it. Oh. That looks fun. Do you think I have time to play? Friendly dumpster, what are you doing here? I mean, this is the lighting, the colour of the friendly dumpster. Like, the pale blue, I've just realised. Because there's the yellow of stable, the red of unstable, the pink of corrupted. And then there's the light blue of the friendly dumpster and the teleportations and stuff. Like when something's given to you. Oh, that's an ominous glow, isn't it? I think I'm going this way. Sorry, I keep stopping, turning around, taking photos. Yeah, this is different. Okay. Warning. Caution! Thank you, I feel warned and cautioned. Warning, warning, caution! Watch out for the televisions. Authorized personnel only. Ha! Who is more authorized than I? None. None are. I am the closest person to any remnant to exist. High R levels. R levels, radiation, yeah. Facility. Extreme caution advised. Further inquiries directed to gate C2B. I'm fairly sure that is the sign that was out the front, but it's also been repeated several times. Keep out. No, I think I deserve to see where these haunted souls are going. Lift me! Thank you. That one didn't hurt. Appreciated. Oh, these are the same TVs, same warning. Green light? I don't know what green light represents. Go. Oh, hey Belka. Fancy meeting you here. Huh. I mean, there was nothing for me to scan in there. Also, it's a very cool note that my HUD vanished during that. Hello? Are you the council? You the council of the well? Oh. Can I say, it was a great pleasure to be here. It was really nice to explore your well. That sounds really euphemistic. I was going to drive away now. Oof. Oh. Sorry, the lights were left on, so my bloody battery's drained. Imagine if I didn't have a way to charge it. Because I wasn't expecting the battery to drain like that. But Belka's probably been just like sat there with the lights on with the battery draining the entire time I was walking. Alright, you can turn them off now, Belka, thank you. Because that drains a lot of battery, those lights. Here we go then. Guess this is where we're going.
Just a little longer. Hold steady, Francis.
Ooh.
Keep those limb bases aligned. Not even a 0.001 deviation, you get me? I'm trying.
Oh, what was that? Ah. Hey. I wonder what this represents. Is this trying to stop me, or is this just happening? Because it wasn't happening until I started driving. Why would it be trying to stop me? It wants this.
The anchor field is wobbling, popping. Anything we can do to
Oh,
stabilize
bloody
it?
hell. Sorry, Belka.
Punching it as hard as I can.
We'll stop punching it and, you know, do tech stuff. Whoa. That's cool. Yes, lift me. Whee!
Francis!
Oh, okay. I am gonna have to get a photo of this just before we go anywhere. Just sorry to interrupt the moment, but what weird music. It's like 80s jazz or something. Oh my god, I'm flying over the firmament. Oh, this is bad. Sorry, I missed the jump. Okay. In we go. You and me, Belka. You and me, Belka. You and me, Belka. Huh.
You made it back, driver. All in one piece, it looks like.
And no sign of the Remnant's energy signature anywhere in that car. You're free.
But the
What
car's
do you mean?
maintained its link to you. Fascinating.
What do you mean?
We'll never know how far the Remnant's obsessions wormed into your head, but you should be safe from it getting any worse.
What do you
In theory.
mean?
Bobby, I'm sorry. You didn't get to talk to Alan again.
We managed to pull off the near impossible. And the first thing you do is apologize?
Sorry.
Don't worry, it was Tobias's fault. He hogged the frequency all for himself yet again.
You heard him too.
I did. That means I didn't imagine that last conversation with Alan. And you know what else?
What?
That your theory was right. And Tobias called it. All that bluster, and he ended up showing us scientists a thing or two. Those moments we heard, they were all from the past. Being inside that well somehow allowed the Remnant to access those imprints and replay them. But Tobias's voice wasn't from the past, it was from somewhere else entirely.
But where? And how?
No clue. Do me a favor. Once you figure it out, don't bother telling me. I'm leaving the zone.
I'm sorry, what?
Alan came to tell me goodbye, and that I was forgiven 37 years ago. I didn't listen. So now, finally, I'm going to take his advice. I should have left the zone a long time ago.
But if we solve this, maybe there's a way to speak to him again.
I heard what I needed to hear. It only took me 37 years to listen. Anyway, all that sounds like a young scientist game. It's not for me anymore. Francis, you decide what to do from here. You can carry the torch and continue the research, or get out of this cursed place and find your own way. It's your decision. And driver, you're free now. You can do what you want from here. But if you'll allow an old woman one last hope, stay here with Francis. There's so many more stories for the zone to tell. And the both of you are young enough to listen. My ears are bad. And I refuse to hear them. I've removed all access restrictions to my systems, Francis. The helm is yours.
Wait, I don't know if I can do this alone.
You're not alone. You've got clear eyes, ears open to the impossible, and the driver. Dr. Cook, driver. It's been a pleasure. This is Dr. Ophelia Turner. Signing off.
Abby? Abby! Really? Well, driver, if you don't mind sticking around with me, Abby was right. There's still so much of the zone that we still don't know about. But with your help, we can tell those stories. I'm no Abby, but I'll do the best I can. You're no longer bound to the car. But it stayed with you, and will continue to protect you as you travel the zone. Go on, then. As long as you're willing to drive, I'm along for the ride.
Okay. Okay. That was underwhelming, if I'm honest. It didn't answer anything. Like, it didn't answer anything. It didn't. The tardigrades didn't even get a look in. It's like, oh, well, they're from the past, but also from the present, so maybe the afterlife, question mark? But, I mean, those were probably dead souls that were flying. But, like, why are there dead souls in the well? It's... who's talking to me on the radio? Like, the fax messages? Where did the tardigrades come in? I can't actually remember if Lynn was given the acronym was given a meaning. I think it was, but I don't remember it, and if it wasn't, what the hell was that? What? I'm left with so many questions. And not in a, oh, that was so fantastic, but I'm still left with these questions. It was a, you didn't answer them. Why not? It didn't even... Did I go through the portal? Was that area with all the TVs inside the well, was that the other side of the portal? Because it's implied that it wasn't, because Tobias was talking to me from somewhere else. Why were there tourists at the end? Why were they shocked? What are the other 4 anomalies? I'm gonna look it up after this, because I really thought there'd be at least one new one there. I got 1 achievement during that, which means, unless 2 popped up, which it is possible 2 did. It's a bit disappointing that there was just 1 line of dialogue for taking the... Sorry, I'm referring to this as a bit of a downer. It sort of is. I'm a bit let down by that ending. Like, it is disappointing that there was just 1 line of dialogue from Francis being like, oh, is that a gumbo on your dash? And that was it. Like, overall, this is a fantastic game. Like, the mechanics are very, very solid. The world building is spectacular. And the voice acting is well above average. Chiaki in the frequency file was my favourite part. She was brilliant. Just like, all apart from the ending of her story was fantastic. Hey, I kept playing to try and find any secrets I missed, and there was a frequency file number 10. So let's have a listen to that.
You're listening to Frequency File. I'm Chiaki Saruhashi, and I signed off last episode. The story was done. Or so I thought. Just as I wrapped up the season, I was surprised by a call. Think of this as an after-credits scene, an unbearable cliffhanger of events that I'm still reeling from.
Chiaki, you have a call on line 8.
I'm heading out for the night. Can you take a message?
You're going to want to take this one. In fact, I'm routing it to Studio A. Why don't you take it there?
Okay. Hello, this is Chiaki.
I've heard you've been on my trail, sniffing around where you don't belong.
Hoppy? I mean, Dr. Turner?
The one and only.
Oh, wow. Wow. This is such an honor. I'm so glad you called. I have so many questions.
You've talked enough. It's my turn. Now, there's a few things you got wrong.
Dr. Turner proceeded to ignore my questions completely. She spoke at length, revealing much and little at the same time. But I am out of time, so all I can say is, look forward to Frequency File, Season 2.
Interesting. So I guess the reason I found that fake, audio log before, the one that didn't really work, was because I hadn't, at that point, completed the game. Oppie hadn't left the zone, and it didn't unlock this, so that's a bug, apparently. But interesting. I wonder if that's hinting that they're doing a, Pacific Drive 2. Kind of feels like they cut it short, the whole thing. But, even just the Tobias talking, it's like, oh, yes, thanks for staying with me. That was great. That was really sweet. Oh, Alan wishes he could be here and say something. That was also kind of nice. But then it's just like, all right, catch you on the flip side. I'm out. And then he's gone. And it's like, what? What the hell? This is a really weird game overall. Overall, massive, bloody, fantastic. I highly recommend this game. If you've enjoyed watching this, I think you'd enjoy playing it, because there is so much to the exploration and the survival elements, this was a brilliant game. So do not take any of my criticisms to mean I didn't like it. I'm just a bit let down. And like, it's one of these things, can it ever live up to the potential? You know, it's one of these, like, if there is a good mystery, should it be left unanswered? And I do believe that is the case a lot of the time. Like, for example, and then we just get dropped straight back here. Okay, sure. Like, for example, Pulp Fiction, like, the mystery in that should never have been answered. Because, yeah. Because that took away from it. Ooh, creepy message. Stay and let me understand. See, it's talking to me! It's talking to me. What is... Stay and let me understand you better. Stuff like this. This is something that is clearly something. Are they leaving mysteries for a sequel? I don't feel that they could, because you explore enough of the zone, and it's such a contained thing. Because the mysteries that are left are, there are 4 anomalies that I don't know about, which I will look up in a moment. There's, where did Bigfoot come from? There is what happened to the moon. There's what are the tardigrades. There's what's on the other side of the portal. Why was a portal made? How was a portal used? Why did it take the form of remnants? Does Lim just animate things? Why would the animated things be drawn to the well? Is it... Alright, I have an idea. Something has just come to me through all of that. You know, I said about how the people are the anomalies. I said this like 10 episodes ago, something like that. I said, what if the people are the anomalies? What if that is still the case? The well is a portal to the afterlife. They were the souls of the dead, and it is the souls of the dead that animate the anomalies, which is something I may have actually said before. So the reason the remnants want to go back is because the remnants are the only ones who've maintained enough personality of their original souls to know they should not be here. They want to go back to the afterlife. And if that is a portal to the afterlife, that is why they want to go there. In which case it makes it really freaking tragic. Because it's like, oh, I'm back in a body. I shouldn't be here. My god, that is quite a thing. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to find out what I'm missing. So let me just check what that achievement was. Well, I was correct about the 2 hidden achievements. It was Return from the Well and Return from the Well with Tobias's favorite cryptid on your dash. So I was right about those, which means the only achievement I'm still missing is unlock 5 more things here. But, I mean, she said she removed the safety, but I don't see anything new here. So let's go check that back room. Because there's nothing more here. Anything in the inbox? No. Anything in the outbox? No. Hey, tourist. Can I use this door? Why is this door here? Alright, I'm going to do some looking up. I'll be back in a moment. Right. I have done some extensive Googling to find out some answers to unlock related things. First of all, there is only 1 anomaly that I have missed. Apparently the other 3 are not in the game. They are not scannable. 1 is supposed to be Cappy apparently, but there was a bug with the actual scanning of him, so it can't be done. And the other 2 people only guess at what they actually are. There is another thing that I have not seen, but like I might actually have seen it, but it doesn't. I don't know if it appears in the scanner list. Bigfoot is in this game. Like, he is legitimately a thing you can apparently see. So, I haven't seen it, as far as I know. There was that one time I got back from a trip and Opie was like, you didn't see Bigfoot. So now I'm really, really, really wanting to go back and look at that episode and see if I did actually bloody see him. But if it was in a part that I cut, then, you know, none of us will ever know. The other thing is apparently the birds. It's just a bloody anomaly that doesn't show up on any of the list, because why would it? So that's apparently a thing I can scan as well. As for the garage, that is a bug. So, great. yeah, apparently they put out an update and it broke the progress tracking on that achievement, so I can't get that until they fix it. So, great. But that means I have now done everything. I really thought there was more to do, but there isn't. So, yeah, that's the end of the series. That happened a bit, I suppose, like the game happened a bit suddenly. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I really, really have. This is one of the best games I've played for a very long time. And I've really enjoyed this series. I've really enjoyed hanging out with Belka and Uncle Monitor, Uncle Briefcase, whatever. So, yeah. If they do more updates and if they add more anomalies and stuff, I might come back and have another look. I'll be keeping the save and stuff. Because this was a spectacular game and deserves recognition and playing and covering and stuff. I came back here hoping to revisit the well because I realised I didn't look around. Like in the background there's some really noticeable things that, like what looked like a giant creature with an eye off in the distance that I wished in hindsight I wish I'd looked at closer. Sadly you cannot return to the well, it seems, so sorry. So, thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on any of my theories that I've had in this. I really wish more of them were answered, but especially with these, the fact that this is such a late unlock, it feels so important, but there's just nothing. Alright, so yeah, let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear theories. If you join the Gary and River Discord, linked in the description, we will probably discuss it on there, because it's a great place for discussing stuff. So you should totally join that. Subscribe for more series. I don't know what series I'll be doing next. I have some ideas. So thank you very much for watching Pacific Drive. Gary and River versus Pacific Drive with me and Belka, my camouflage car, who may or may not still be sentient. It's honestly very hard to tell. I'm fairly sure they said that the essence was gone, meaning that the spirit in Belka has passed back. Oh yeah, this was what I was going to check. No, that tells me that she's still in there. So, thank you very much for watching. Belka and I will catch you later.